Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourselves in this weird world of ours. Today, we return to someone typing rudely without muting their mic. That was not you, that was them. Much better. Our scene now takes us, and our scene now takes us to a small chamber in the Order of Hermes Sanctum, where some words need to be exchanged. Mr. Damien, you may take it away.
Yeah. So Damien has requested a quick chat with Xavier since he has a few questions that have been burning in the back of his mind for a bit.
Proceed down to Xavier's office. You go to knock at the door, and before you even knock, the door opens, and you hear Xavier's voice from the inside say, "Come in."
Damien does a quick double take and then enters. Good day, sir.
"Mr. Wolf, please have a seat. How may I be of
Sits down.
service tonight?"
I merely wanted to ask a few questions, and first of all, thank you for having me.
"Of course. Ask away."
So, what I'm going to ask is basically couched in the assumption that I am pretty much ignorant on how the proper procedure for such things are. And I wanted to inquire, how long does it normally take for somebody in my position before it's considered okay for them to ask for a test of initiation?
You can ask now if you like.
Fair enough. What tends to be the procedure? Is there any chance that one might get a bit of a heads up so that one could prepare oneself, or is it more one of those spontaneous things?
I will test you personally in this matter. I will decide the requirements of this test.
Understood. Very good.
If I wanted to give you a heads up, I would say brush up on your forces sphere and get in touch with your avatar, if you can.
Um, I shall see if the lucid dreaming will aid me in that. Thank you very
Most,
much.
most certainly will.
Not bad. Um, uh, Something else I wanted to ask is, assuming that the initiation would go through, would it be would I be allowed to choose my mentor, or would that be decided for me?
You could choose a mentor.
Hmm. Since my eye has already fallen on a possible candidate.
Go on.
As again, assuming that things go well, I would be very tempted to ask if Mina Ardent would be willing to be my mentor. I already asked her on that, and at least I got some positive noises in that direction.
That would be fine. She is a strong student and would be a good teacher for you.
Yeah, and has clear vision, something that can be very helpful.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wolf? I doubt you came all the way here just to ask me those.
Hmm.
It's a
I
question of tradition,
guess,
isn't it?
out of character, could you please repeat that?
It's a question of tradition, isn't it?
If anything, I feel drawn exactly because that is what I lack. Tradition. The wisdom that comes with organizations that have done what we do for longer than somebody who just had to stumble in the dark and occasionally was lucky enough to come upon a light source.
Ah, and what happens when tradition fails?
Then one has to adapt or die.
Mm,
Now that is a lesson I I had to learn very quickly.
it's a valuable lesson.
Yes, being willing to use, but not only use the ration, but also trust on instinct. Both have served me reasonably well.
And what do your instincts tell you about your current path?
That I'm making good headway, but that, as usual, the path will not be straightforward. It'll be full of bends and diversions.
Very good.
And that there'll be challenges to overcome. But then again, everything is difficult when you start. Everything is difficult at first. Um, if if anything, I am a little surprised at how overall quite welcomed I've been by members of your organization.
You would not be welcome many other places. This is one of the few Order of Hermes chanceries that would not only do this, but welcome you the way we have. If you go to many other places, you would be cast out, or you would have to work your way up a lot harder.
Hmm.
And in some places, you would be killed.
At the very last part, Damien just blinks in a little bit of horror. And why that?
Because there are some mages who cannot adapt, and they are lost in the tradition of old ways, and their minds are closed to the weave, meaning they cannot think outside the box, I think the terminology goes.
Ah, mm, it's good to have roots so that the stem can stand, but the roots have to be willing to grow. Some will die, some will go to other parts of the ground to get nourishment, and like that, leaves and fruits can blossom.
Right, you are.
Yeah, I had been a bit confused since the odd memories that I have from other leaders of the Hermetic Order were far less welcoming, far less
Falas.
open.
Indeed, it is things that have caused problems in the past that may cause problems here in the future, but we are what we are, and we have gone this far because we are open, because we think, and we are not lost in tradition like some of our fellow mages.
Well, I am glad to hear it. And what are your plans with me? I wouldn't be so
Need to give
naive.
you
Yeah.
plans with you are to continue your training as a hermetic and see you push forward. As for your interloping, that will come with its consequences and its benefits. That will be something you will probably have to deal with. But let me know if there's any way I can help.
Interloping? What are you referring to?
Let me put it frankly and short. I really don't care who you choose to interlope with, Mr. Wolf. I don't care who you choose to associate with. I do not care who you choose to work with, especially since they are colleagues of this chantry. However, there are others who will see this as vile, despicable, and unforgivable, and will probably try to come after you and kill you. Just a heads up. Like I said, if you require aid when the time comes, let me know. But for every choice you make in this world, there is a consequence. And the
Hmm.
choices you have made will have grave consequences in the future.
Hmm. Of course. Of course, somebody's keeping an eye on me. I wouldn't have expected less. He smiles.
Yes, unfortunately, I had to kill that man. He was doing something he wasn't supposed to be. Nonetheless, if it makes any difference, Mr. Wolf, he was going to kill you as well.
He just looks at him. Not by any chance one Deacon Frost.
No, not that.
Hmm.
That one is still at large and hiding.
Yes. And alas, my associates that I hoped had a trail, let's just say the trail went cold.
Do not think poorly of it. Deacon Frost specializes in hiding. It was his specialty when he learned. I think he originally started off as an Aetheryte and then tried to go into Order of Hermes, failed, and then became something else. And then he became a Nefandi.
Hmm. And thus his dissension started.
Yes.
An ugly fate. A dangerous fate. Something I don't wish to follow, that's for sure. Hmm. Now, here is something. It could well be that you're already informed, maybe not, but I'll be venturing this information directly towards you, since you've given me nothing but reason to trust you.
Be very warned, Mr. Wolf, for whenever you give someone information, even if they are trustworthy, that information can be forcibly extracted from them. So
Hmm.
even if there is someone you trust in this world, be very careful what information you give them. Is this really information you wish to give me?
Come to think of it, especially since I know what my decision on the matter is, no. After all, I know that one has to be careful when dealing with so-called enemies of the Ascension. A definition I definitely would like a bit more information on. What creatures count as that? What circumstances? Or is it kept vague
Asking
exactly?
asking a person what the enemies of ascension are is a lot like asking a person what God is.
Understood. It's up to basically every mage's interpret. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Different traditions consider different things to be enemies of ascension, or each tradition has different philosophies on what ascension is. So if you have to ask yourself, who are the enemies of ascension? You must ask yourself, what is your interpretation of ascension?
Hmm. Food for thought, as usual. The only thing I can say is I'll never work for a kindred.
Hmm.
And if they force me, then I'll find a way to make them rue it.
Indeed, and with your decision will come benefits and flaws, as there is for each decision.
Yes, the decisions we make and the actions that follow are, after all, a reflection of who we really are.
Very good.
Yeah. Another question I have is the owner of the Chantry, which I only discovered that I was residing in a Chantry for almost 2 months now, recently. Once again, thanks to the efforts of Miss Ardent. Um, do you know if he's okay? We haven't seen hide or hair of him.
Last I heard, he took a trip to Doistep. No one in Doistep saw him arrive. No one has seen him come back.
Hmm. I would assume, as his higher up, you would be the person to ask if we would wish to investigate the upper floor to see if we might be able to find any notes he might have left.
You may. You may investigate his offices here if you wish. We have already looked through most of what can be discovered, and the last we know that was he said he was going to Doistep. We think perhaps maybe he got stuck somewhere along the way, or something happened in the city of mages.
Understood. Okay.
Do you know
Anyway,
about Doistep?
out of character, is that in Germany?
Doistep is a alternate high plane that was originally a Akashic Brotherhood sanctum, which was taken over by the Order of Hermes and then turned into the largest plane inner pocket dimension, if you will, for mages. It is almost like the supermarket slash New York City for mages.
I was not aware of that.
Doistep
Sounds
is a
like a
very
place I'll have to visit someday.
Doistep is a very magical and wonderful place, but it can also be a very deadly place. It is also one of the few places where you may find kind of the supernatural mingling and commuting without war and death. It is also neutral ground, keep in mind. Of course, the amount of security in Doistep is that it rivals that greatest chantries on Earth.
Good to know. What you described, could it also be called a shard realm by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, then I have a better idea what I'm dealing with. Although so far I've and Damien thinks hard. Kalhaya? At least that's the name that is ghosting around in my head.
Yes.
I have vague recollections of it.
He
The
nods.
keeper's place, I think. Yeah. Okay. Very good. I've been able to get permission from you. That's good. That's taken care of. Mhm. Very good. Okay, so currently we don't know where Jesse's mentor is. Might be stuck. Whereabouts unknown. Another question I have. I took the liberty of being in the process of teaching Jesse some ropes that I happen to know, since I didn't see him getting much tutelage in the past time, and thought that it might also help his self-esteem, or at least feel a bit more comfortable in more dangerous situations if he knew how he could empower something to make it hit harder or gain some sovereignty over his mind, things like that. But basically, what I wanted to ask is, would you be okay if I would take the position of, how to put it, a substitute mentor for the time being?
Of course.
I will try my best to impart that which I have learned to him, and also that whatever roads I teach him are in holding with the Hermetic paradigm.
Very well.
In that case, sir, I personally wouldn't have any further questions. Thank you for taking your time to see me.
And see. All right. Where are the other characters at the moment, and what do they wish to do?
Jesse would also like to talk to the upper ups of the Order of Hermes in Orlando, just to see, because of what happened to him in Matlock a few weeks ago.
Yep.
He thinks that
Would,
he's
would you
compromised.
mind? Would you mind doing a small social with Wolf or Clea at the moment? I will be right back.
Okay.
I need to go and deal with something.
Yeah, that's okay.
So where would we be at this moment?
Well, Damien is still at the chantry, so we're probably at the house. I can
Yeah.
drive you.
I'm not getting on your bike
Why
again.
not? Why not? Look, from all of us in this house, you know damn well that I'm the best driver. So why are you so worried about it?
I don't know how to answer that, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut, and so I don't hurt your feelings, maybe.
No, just tell me what you're thinking.
You are a very reckless driver.
No, I am not. I have full control of my vehicle at all times.
Very reckless,
You're
and you like to speed over the limit. And
don't be a wuss. Of course I'm gonna speed. I mean, why would I be driving this particular bike if I didn't want to go fast?
At this moment, Jesse gets an SMS. It's from Damien.
he will look at his phone. while arguing with Clea.
Talk went well. Am at Chantry. Shall I come home? Question mark.
He will message. I think I'm gonna go to the chantry as well. Might, maybe it would be good if you're there as well. Maybe? Question mark.
A few seconds later, I will wait in the common room. See you later. Damien.
Okay, so Damien is in the chantry apparently waiting for me.
Well,
So
yeah, see, he's there with his car. So if I drop you there with the bike, you can return with him with the car. There's no point of going with two separate cars when you're going to the same house. It's stupid, it's inefficient, it's not good for the environment.
do you really care about the environment? Really?
Why wouldn't I care about the environment? Of course I care about the environment.
Could you at least just drive under the speed limit, not over it for once?
We're gonna tip over.
If-
Don't you know how bikes work?
We won't.
Look, for real. The faster you go, the more stable it is. Like,
Yeah, and the more
honest.
prone you are to crashing into other things,
Why would I be crashing into other things?
because you are only human.
Excuse me? I'm far more than just human, okay? Like,
Okay.
my perception is like faster than, your normal humans is. I have a magic eyeball.
Okay. Um. Oh, Look, can we just not go over the speed limit for once? Just this one.
But the speed limit is stupid!
It's there so people don't die
I
and
haven't
stuff.
killed anyone with my bike.
Okay.
And for that matter, I've never accidentally killed anyone. So there.
You almost killed Damien with the gun thing.
No,
No. No.
no.
No. Okay.
I pointed a gun at Holly, not Damien. My finger was not on the trigger, and I wouldn't have killed, and it wouldn't have been an accident if I had. So there, I don't kill by accident, okay? I'm a careful person. You're just, I don't know why you're so biased against this.
Let's just go and meet with Damien.
Yeah, put this on. She
Yeah.
will throw a helmet at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna get on the bike and rev it a little bit just to give you more anxiety.
Fuck you.
Well, get on.
Yeah. Then he will get on.
Still speed off.
Yeah.
I will go to the chantry.
You arrive at the chantry.
Jesse will look for Damien in the common room.
Hey, Jesse, Clea. Good to see you
No, I'm
guys.
driving off.
Okay. Bye, Clea. He waves as she just turns around and drives off, not even giving him a quick nod.
Yeah, she's yeah. Yeah. So shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. I already had my talk with Xavier, and I got my questions answered. And you know what? Go for it, buddy. I believe in you. Oh, one more thing. I did ask him if he was okay with me being your substitute mentor for the time being. He gave me the thumbs up.
Oh, good. That's yeah. Thank you.
No problem. But you, knowing him, he's probably already listening in, so better not leave him waiting. And I gently pat him on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse will go to the door and knock.
Come in, Mr. Wong.
Okay. Hello, Professor, sir. I am.
He walks up to you and he puts his walking cane right over your head and slowly starts tapping your head.
Oh, what?
Are you going to resist this mind effect?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's enough to pop it.
Mhm.
Actually, he gets a lot more dice than that. What am I saying? Okay, yeah.
Damn.
You feel your mind clear.
What did you do?
I was checking for any intrusion, but your will is strong enough. I do not see any tampering or causes for concern.
I'm still worried why that happened in Matlock.
We have tried to improve Mr. Matlock's defenses. Hopefully this will not happen again. We think it may have had something to do with Saisho's presence. But now that Saisho is dead, that should not be a problem.
All that worry for nothing.
Saisho... What did you expect from a servant of the worm? Anyway, that should not be a problem anymore, Mr. Wong.
Thank you, sir. It looks like he's sort of not convinced that his mind is clear of anything. It's just kind of like has this semi, how do you call it, poker face stuff. Should I roll for it? Or
No, he's gonna,
yeah,
especially in his office.
yeah. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you, Mr. Wong. If future incidents like this happen, just use the mind shield that we have taught you.
Yes,
If you
sir.
feel more tampering, come to me or one of the others.
Yes, sir. What do you think that I also started seeing some weird tentacle thing crawling on walls? Is that normal?
Why do you and Clea insist on using that phrase?
I, I don't know. It's just that's what that's
Mr. Wong, what are you?
a, a mage, a sorcerer, wizard,
What do we do?
tamper with reality.
We manipulate the weave and the tapestry, all of reality. Why does the word weird or normal even exist in your vocabulary?
I don't know, sir. It's just normal, I guess. Like, why does it exist? Normal in other societies, the Western world isn't normal. I don't know.
There is no
Sure.
such thing as normal. It is an illusion we have made.
Jesse's kind of like grasping his wrist and like kind of scratching it a bit while talking to Xavier. So that thing, I suppose, I won't be seeing any more of it. Hopefully,
Hopefully not.
hopefully. Well, one more question, sir. Um, what has happened to Mr. Samuel, Professor Samuel? But I haven't seen him or heard from him in so long.
We don't know.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time. He will smile and he will leave the room. Damien,
Yes.
apparently there's nothing wrong with me and it's just in my mind.
You know what? That's excellent news. And he pats you on the shoulder.
Yeah. He will give you a poker face as well. Putting on the front.
I want to insight that.
Okay. Let's see. Would I roll subterfuge and manipulation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
I don't think you're good at that.
nope, I am not. Wow, one success.
No.
Isn't
No
the six
success.
Botch,
Isn't the
remember?
six? Oh, right. Shit. I forgot.
0 hits. So Damien, you do not even need to roll a insight because he is horrible.
Hmm.
Which makes sense.
Hmm.
Mr. Wong is not very good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damien just looks at him and goes, You don't seem convinced, though. I can read it on your face, mate.
It's fine. Let's just go home.
If you don't mind, you know what? Yeah, I'll drive you home and then I'll quickly swing by Pam's place. Anyway, let's get in the car. And Damien will take Jesse to the car and drive him to the house.
Okay, Clea. First stop will be Chris.
I don't know where Chris is.
Well, how do you wish to contact him?
I was thinking of going to Dahlia's place first, but whatever. Uh, uh. Well, I don't know, because now I'm confused.
Taps you on the shoulder.
While I'm driving my bike.
Sure.
If I look at the mirror.
He's literally just riding normally, like in the back, like when you ride 2 people.
Yeah, I'm going to pull over. You know, we could have crashed.
Nah, you're not that bad of a driver.
Yeah, but I'm paranoid and you're disappearing like out of nowhere. Ugh. Okay, that's good, I guess, because I need to talk to you.
What did you want to talk about?
Okay. We got a job offer, but we're like questioning if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I got the same offer.
You did?
I'm dual traditioned Order of Hermes Euthanatos. He runs an assassin organization.
Yeah, he said that he's working with the Thanatos, but here's the thing. For me personally, I would definitely prefer to work with you guys than with that guy that I don't know and almost killed us in the basement.
Well, what you could do is you could work with me when like he gives me jobs, and you could just help me out.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I kind of want these coins because that place sounds interesting. I'm
Oh,
curious
geez.
to see
Don't
what's
even,
in
don't even
there.
get me started on what he's got. He's got most everything.
Well, yeah, see, I'm curious to see what's in there. Like, okay, like I saw the food. Okay, the food was awesome. But, so you don't think that's a problem that he's a vampire? Because Damien thinks that he's like an enemy to the Ascension or some shit like that.
I don't know. Chris just shrugs.
You don't care?
Now,
I mean,
ascension is ascension. It's different for every single mage. That's my philosophy.
so you don't think that what we do is like
I
hindering?
know very well Merlin worked with some of the Fae, and he has ascended.
I mean, yeah, but those guys are not like the vampire guys, though, are they?
No, they're worse.
They are?
Yes.
Mm.
Kindred are actually quite low on the food chain when you consider the rest of the paranormal world. Remember,
Whoa, I
all
thought they were higher.
every single organization that you see the Kindred run is owned by the technocracy. All of it.
Okay, that is a scary thought. That is a very scary thought.
For all of their influence and all of their trade and all of their power, we they are still under those who weave reality. And those who weave reality are still under spirits. And who are the dealers with the spirits?
Uh,
The lupines.
Drugs.
And the lupines are under the thumb of the spirits as well. And all of us are under the thumb of the weaver, the worm, and Guy. And who knows what else goes even higher.
Okay. Uh, okay. So, before we get things very complicated with these worms and weaves and what have yous, uh, if you have you accepted the offer?
I've kind of put it on a hold at the moment. I actually wanted to talk with you and a few others about it. It's tempting, and if anything, I could certainly use it to get resources for everyone.
Well,
I
if
know
you
Zach. I know Zach accepted, but he's the shadow
oh
of death. So what do you
he
expect?
has.
Yeah, I mean that's what his name. His name is the shadow of death. Of course, he's going to accept. He's got a
Hmm.
reputation.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you accept, and if he accepts, and if I work for you, wouldn't I be like working for him but not directly?
One could consider that. Yes, if he worked for me and I
W-
worked for him,
Would I still get some access to some of the weird coinage?
I mean, if you did work with me, I would certainly give you some of the coins I earned.
Because that seems a lot more, and now it would put my mind more at ease if I had to deal with you and not with the weird vampy dude from the basement.
I like the way you think.
Well, I was meaning to speak with the troll dude, because
Bias.
apparently he's into this too or something.
Well, he has been offered. I don't think Matthias has accepted yet, at least. Typically not.
Huh.
I know a few of his allies have accepted.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Well, so should I ask him then or no?
What? I mean, I don't really think it matters.
I mean, he wouldn't know if he's not in it.
Exactly.
Hmm. Okay. Then I guess. Who did you want to talk about it?
Well, I was thinking, we may be having a bit of a problem in the city of Orlando. Next to the
Oh,
problems we already have on top of us.
what do you mean, new problems?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just say that our traditions and open mindedness is coming back to bite us in the ass. And we are going to have to prove how our way of adapting and being open minded is superior to that of the closed minded traditionalists.
Okay, are we getting some higher ups from some other place saying that we're being too open and trusty and shit?
Yeah,
Great. Great. Awesome.
of course, it's not just
Great.
stemming from us. There are other organizations in Orlando that are doing the same thing, and I think everyone around us has gotten sick of it. There are not many places where supernats can freely mingle. San Francisco, Vancouver, Orlando, and I think Washington, D.C., or Seattle are the only places that I know of personally where this can happen.
Well, that's four more than the ones that I know. I mean, it's working out, isn't it? Like,
You have to remember that no matter what your ideology, no matter how perfect in logic, ethics, and emotion that your argument may be, there will always be someone on the other side of the spectrum that will argue. And there will always be someone on the other side of the spectrum that will be willing to kill you to prove their point. Always.
I mean, yeah, but they also can be wrong. And I mean, people can be objectively wrong.
It doesn't matter if people are wrong or right. In the end, people will act on what they think is right, not what they know is
Are you saying that someone's out to kill us?
right. I'm saying that may very well be a possibility in the future.
Um, well,
Next to the
what
people
else
that are
is
already
new?
out, yeah, next to the people that are already out trying to kill us.
Well, we could kill them first.
Hmm. Besides, All Hallows Eve is coming up.
Are you gonna dress up as something? Haven't thought of anything for this year.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go as Batman. Anyway, let's just say that some odd stuff happens on All Hallows Eve. Definitely be a night to keep your eyes open.
Um, is there something like happening? Is there something like planned or something? Something?
I'm not sure. I can never predict.
Do you think I should also speak to your big dude at the bones?
Which big dude? Oh,
Uh, you know the death dude.
Zach.
Yeah, that dude.
You're welcome to speak with him whenever you wish. I'm sure he'll be very forthcoming.
Yeah, cause he talked to me that one time when I was there, and so I mean he's I think open to working together. So I guess it worked out for me without having to deal with the dude. Cause I really don't wanna, and Damien is like worried about it, and Jesse thinks that if I do, I'm gonna die. Uh, but if I'm dealing with you guys, I'll be fine, right?
I guess it's a win-win.
Okay, so uh, how are we gonna do this?
Simple. I get hired on. Whenever I get assigned a mission, I ask you for help. We split the earnings, however much your assistance in the job entails.
Sounds good.
Good.
Are you sure the vampire dude won't have an issue with that?
No. Hector's a businessman. He understands business.
I guess that works out then. And let's see what happens on Halloween, I guess.
We will
Let's
see.
see if we're gonna Halloween or if we're gonna Halloween. Ugh, that was
So,
bad.
pay a visit to Terran yet?
Um, um, whatever do you mean? Do I need to roll for that?
You can go ahead. Manipulation plus subterfuge.
Wow, I got 2 successes. Hmm.
I'm looking at one of his roads here. Hold on. Okay, so that's going to be 3-2.
Come on. Well, yeah, just trying to avoid the question that is bullshitting then.
He just kind of sits there and looks at you.
Why are you asking? Oh, for fuck's sake, are you always following me around?
No. Not all the time.
We put a word in the house and you can't look in anymore, right?
Don't ever trust all of your cards to a word.
Well, I suppose you could open a portal and put a fucking what you call this thing that they have in submarines? That thing.
Sonar?
No, the looky thingy. Anyway, that thing. That would have been interesting. Imagine a portal opening and this thing coming up and looking around. That would be quite funny, actually.
That would be very.
Yeah, so, yeah. I think I might need to go back home. I think maybe the guys would want my assistance with something or something. And she awkwardly looks at her phone, trying to avoid conversation.
Even though the guys aren't at home?
Well, they could be back by now.
I doubt that.
What do you want from me? You just want to make me feel uncomfortable for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I can.
You're not my dad.
No. He's just sitting there looking at you.
There won't be any demon babies. I promise.
Pulls out a notepad, writes something down, puts it in his pocket.
What was that about?
Nothing.
You know I'm paranoid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then why are you pulling that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, I'm going home.
Sure you're not going to Terrence?
He's probably working.
You sure? He gets off at 8. And it's 5 minutes till 8.
Are you guys taking bets?
No.
Then why are you so invested?
He's bullshitting.
Well, there's nothing I can do about this because I have zero empathy, but
No, but your eyeball helps you out. He's not really trying that hard. All you would need to do is get one success.
fuck my life.
So go ahead and roll your Arete Diff 3.
Uh, 2 successes.
Yeah, he's bullshit.
You're taking bets?
Whatever would give you that idea.
The fuck that you're bullshitting me when I'm asking you about it and you took a note?
Well, let's just say that some of my friends bet that you would try to kill Taryn the moment you started doing this whole relationship.
What? Why?
Apparently, some of the other mages really think you're a bit hot-headed. Which you are, but yeah, you get the
I'm not hot-headed. I'm very much not hot-headed, okay? Like,
eyebrows just raise.
look, I had the same conversation with Jesse earlier. I've never, by accident, killed anyone or done anything that is not, like, very calculated and thought out, okay?
That you know of.
At least in my life that I can remember.
There you go.
You know, you're not helping.
Nope.
So, what exactly did you bet?
A watch.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
What did
no,
you bet
I
on?
I bet that you two would be fine.
Do I get a cut?
Sure.
Oh, jeez, I can't believe we're having this conversation. Anyway, I'm leaving. You're the worst.
Okay.
Oh, but do let me know about the job thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get rusty. And so gonna get on the bike and drive off.
You go to walk towards the bike.
Okay.
Take 3 steps. 6 steps. 8 steps. 12 steps. Just, this is odd. The bike's only about maybe 15 feet away, but you've already taken about 60 or 70 steps.
Can you take the treadmill from under me, please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Smiles.
Can I reach my bike now?
Yes.
I'll get on the bike and drive off.
You just see Chris kind of wave in the background and he disappears.
Weirdo.
So, where are you going, Cleo?
I'll probably stop on the side and text the guys, see where they are.
Well, we will go to Damien heading over to see Pamela.
Correct. Just before he arrives, well, I would say even as he arrives, he gets out, sees the SMS from Clea, just types back, having a quick chat with Pam, then coming home. See you later. And sends it off. Looks at the building and walks towards it.
Pam's building is typically a small private detective agency that is, at this point closed. However, you know Pam tends to keep the front office door open for people who know the code, which she has told you.
He will tip in the code and enter in, not making it a secret that he has entered.
You see Pam sitting in the back office going through some paperwork. He looks up. Ah, Damien, good to see you.
Same here. Am I bothering you?
No, not at all. Just some. Sorry, but take no offense to this, but mortal problems are always confusing sometimes. People get offended at everything in this city. Good lord. Did you know that there have been 6 lawsuits and 6 aggravated assaults simply because people were wearing Nikes?
Yes. There are plenty of times that I feel ashamed for my species. However, there are also moments where I marvel at the achievements of some of the ancestors and have to say, damn. Since you don't seem to be too terribly busy, mind if I have a quick chat with you?
By all means, would you like a drink?
Yeah, sure. What have you got on offer?
He literally pulls out a beer from the little mini fridge.
He'll look at the type of beer, the make.
It's called a Black Butte. It's a very thick brown beer.
Ah, excellent. Something with some body, not like this pisswasser that they sell around here.
She literally chugs it and then goes for another one in like a matter of 2 seconds.
Let me guess. You've got a faster metabolism than humans. And he calmly opens up his beer and takes a first swig.
Typically. What did you want to talk to me about?
Yeah. So, I have to say, our last dalliance. Don't worry, I'll never forget that one. That's for sure. Not necessarily one I would tell to my grandkids, but there you go. Yeah. He takes a draft, seems thoughtful, then looks at her long and hard. Where do we stand, we two? What are you looking forward to in this relationship of ours? And he takes another swig.
Well, there are many paths laid before us, and I'd say I stand on any one of those paths. I think it is you are the one who will decide where we go from here. For I am open to all paths.
I remember the first time we... actually, no. Correction. The second time we met, you mentioned something about previous lives and so on.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to be willing to elaborate a bit on that? Maybe if I know where you are coming from, it might help me clear up to see where I want to go.
Much like the unification between a mage and an avatar, a demon and a host can only... The host can only live for so long, before the pattern starts to degrade as he ages. So I have had to merge with willing, mind you, hosts over the years.
He will actually use the rote Tia's truth to see if she's speaking the truth.
She is. When she says that she has had to willingly convince hosts to merge with her, she is being absolutely correct.
Okay. First of all, I didn't know that you needed to merge with a host. That's good information to have. And I'm also glad to see that you seek their consent. He takes another draft.
I have to admit, back in the old days when I was not the person I am today, I often never looked for consent. But it's something I consider important now. It is a bit more honest of a bind, and it also makes the merging and bonding more powerful when the host is willing.
Hmm.
Especially if they are willing without manipulation. That is the strongest kind of bond.
Well, yes, because the relationship is based on a strong foundation and not on a throne of lies.
Correct.
And what does the host gain from this? Brandon, I can't hear you.
For some of us, it is seeing the world in a light that others cannot see, or seeing and gaining things that only mortals can dream of. For others, it is death. For me, my host now sees things that they have never seen before. That is a good enough reward for them. Longer life as well. Sometimes guaranteed retirement plans, if you get what I mean.
I see. Would you be interested if I were to look in a possibility of creating a vessel for you, which has no spirit or soul in it? An empty chariot for you to stand in and drive as you see fit.
Interesting. I might be inclined to take that.
Mind you, I would first have to do the research and see if I would have the adequate knowledge for that, but at least I could promise you that I would look into it. Because I have heard stories, or let's just say in one of the Verbena documents, I came across something along those lines. And he scratches his head and thinks, yes, they're
You see that she is now no longer moving. Well now, Mr. Wolf, it has been some time since we've talked. Would you like a cigar? They're Cuban. As a familiar face stands next to you in a very wrinkled suit.
Mr. Wrinkle. Yes.
Hey, how you doing, Wolf? You've been having a busy couple last months, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I thought I could take it easy after Dublin.
You really gotta try
Quite
one
the
of these.
contrary.
You really gotta try one of these. Would you like a Cuban? Seriously, they're good.
I'll take one.
Oh, sure. Here you go. And he lights it for you. Now,
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, some of the stuff that's been going on out there, man, poof, been selling cars left and right. Let me tell you. But gotta tell you,
I take it that's a metaphor.
Oh, that is a metaphor, believe me. And I gotta tell you, this guy, Honest Eddie Schultz, oh my god. Crazy paradox spirit. You would not believe how many people want to kill that guy.
Let me guess, a paradox spirit who did something or several things that he or they or however the hell they
Oh,
want to
well,
be
no.
called.
All he ever does is he tries to teach people lessons by giving them deals that screw them over. And by screwing them over, then teaching them the fundamental aspect that they never needed the deal in the first place. But oh boy, this guy has so many things that want to kill him.
Sounds like a regular master mirror to me.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, he's been selling a lot of cars this week too, and oof, it is getting nasty. But hey,
Hmm.
by the way, um, so you know, I'm giving you, linking of, spirit, man, well, not man to man, spirit to man. You got to be really careful about what you say next in this part, because I've seen this pathway in about one, two. Let's see, how many timelines have I seen? One, two, three, four, five, six. About 16 different timelines in this particular direction you're going. In 6 of them, you die horribly. In another 6 of them, you go a little nuts. In 2 of them, you go okay. And then in 1 of them, you just drink a soda. I don't know what that was all about, but we'll ignore that one. Seriously, I have no idea what that one was, but it was just you drinking a soda. So,
uh, what shall I say? We humans are weird creatures.
yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'm using the wrong terminology here. I've heard enough people referring to mages as if we were a completely different species. Weird. I've got the feeling that they are halfway right, but also halfway horribly wrong.
Oh, indeed. As most things in life are. Now, I just came here to tell you that you got to be careful about what you say next, because, like I said, it could lead you down the path blowing up, could lead you down the path where I have to kill you, and then it could lead you down the path where you're just fine. So, just remember that. Now, granted, I figure I'd do you a little bit of a favor since you did take care of that really nasty paradox flux that was going through. So why don't I just take a little bit of that paradox, and here we go. If you start walking by your friends, they will now lose some paradox. I'll take 2 off.
Thank you. Oh, I feel lighter already.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
But,
Careful what I say.
yeah, just be careful though, because I'm taking paradox from you just as a little bit of a favor, but there might be some backlashes with the remaining paradox. So, you win some, you lose some. There's going to be a benefit to what I'm doing, but there's also going to be a drag.
To be fair, this question would come up one way or another. Oh, wait a minute. And Damien produces a letter from his pocket, a closed envelope in which a certain elder of the Dream Speakers had written up something like a hint for his future as payment.
Hey, thank you. Oh, well, sorry. Yep. Nope, the Rokay are all going to die again. Got a jet. And he's not there anymore. So as I was saying, the coffee was just huh? Huh.
Um,
Anyway, as I was saying, the coffee was horrible. But you were going to say something, Damien?
um, sorry, I was whisked away for a moment.
It happens.
He looks around. Let's just say I got a friendly warning.
Hmm.
Not, funnily enough, and not even really about you. Just, mhm, yeah.
I see. Okay.
More the general situation, the whole of Orlando,
Ah, yeah.
and you, maybe you understand, but sometimes with situations like these, one has to be careful what one says.
I understand.
Thank you. But yes, sorry, where was I before?
Are you about to tell me something you read about the Verbena somewhere?
Ah, that. Yeah. The the title of that road just doesn't want to come to my mind. I'm sorry. But yes, anyway, I'll have a look and what I can see. No promises, but I'll give it a try.
She nods. So, sofa in the lounge room is really nice.
Before we proceed with that, I would like to let you know what my thoughts are on our relationship.
Go on.
I will level with you. So far, I've had relatively bad luck with women. Who knows? Stars aligned wrong, wrong place at the wrong time, or just magical shenanigans. And I would still be very interested in try and make this work, but I'm not just out for a relationship that is just based on carnal desire. Frankly, if anything, I'm looking for someone who I could, on the odd occasion, feel vulnerable around and
Right.
have a person that would be okay with that and
Hmm.
wouldn't automatically be disgusted by it.
As am I. It's one I've been looking for about 150 years now.
Well, in that sense, I'll try my best to be somewhere who is there for you, not only when you laugh, but also when you need a shoulder to cry, when you need somebody to guard your back, and
And I will offer to do the same.
somebody who you can be honest about, and I'll try my best not to be judgmental. After all, ever since I've awoken, anything that used to be a clear and hard certainty has proven itself ever so shifting.
just smiles.
But I'm glad to hear that. And even if we, how should I say, took the dessert before we had treated ourselves to the main course, consider me your boyfriend, and I'd be happy to consider you my girlfriend.
That is very good. I'm glad to have someone I can trust. We will have ups and we will have downs, but it's how we get through the downs that will truly shape this relationship.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine.
I have faith. I don't dare to hope, but
Did you just say you have faith
yes,
in me?
yes. That's the weird thing about it. You
Okay,
don't know it until it happens.
Hang on a moment. I need to add a faith point. Okay, there we go. She smiles. She says, I trust you. And I hope you trust me. Because now I'm going to tackle you.
He'll try to dodge.
And then the scene will fade to black as it's just, nah. All right. Do Clea and Jesse have anything to do before we wrap up the session?
I don't know, man. Do we?
I don't.
I don't know. Because I don't know what the. What if Jesse replied to me, even?
Yeah, he will say he's at home.
What to do? What to do? Okay, I'm gonna send text to Taryn too and see what he's doing. But I don't think I would go.
Says he's off. A few minutes. Says he has no plans for the night.
Then she'll text back to Jesse and ask him if he needs her there.
He will
Just
text
being
you.
weird.
Why do
Jesse,
you just go to Darren? For fuck's
no.
sake.
No. Mr. Wong, would you please roll me a D100?
Okay.
I just want to see how funny this gets.
$52.
Okay, more than half. I'm gonna say that as Clea heads to Terrence, Jesse, you get home and Jess is there.
Oh.
And the camera will fade as it's looking from an outside view of the house where you see the door and Jesse standing on the porch. And you just see a hand reach out through the doorway and grab you by the scruff of your collar, Jesse, and pull you inside.
Okay.
But we're going to Clea right now. You say you're heading on over to the casino?
I mean, yeah, I don't even know where the guy lives, for fuck's sake.
You'll meet him at the casino. He'll be standing out front. Clea, good to see you.
Hi. She'll wave and take off her helmet.
He smiles a bit and says, It is quite a rarity that we have a night that it's not raining. I say we go do something tonight.
What do you have in mind?
Well, quite frankly, I've been introducing you to things that I like to do, but why don't you make the suggestion tonight? Detective.
I mean, you might be disappointed.
nonsense.
I mean, most of what I do consists of video games and weed, and
He's like,
others.
he's
Yeah,
like, is there anything simpler?
I mean,
I'm quite a fan of Mario myself.
sure, if you have games, I have the
Of course,
dope.
of course. Why don't we go to my place and I'll show you some real, what did you call it, dope?
Uh,
I call it amazing creation number two.
hmm, okay. Hop on, I guess.
He does. You go to his place, and when you go to his place, holy freaking shit. He lives in the high rise, and he's on the very top floor in a penthouse, and it's freaking nice. Like, you know, 2,600 a week nice.
Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think Clea is very comfortable with that. You're like, oh my god, where did I walk in? This is a fucking palace.
Now, granted, it's not like anything that's blown out of proportion. It's just that when you walk, like, those. Have you ever been into a suite or
Uh,
a fancy hotel room?
I will not confirm or deny that.
Okay, so basically, a suite is just kind of like a big hotel room,
I
and
know what it is, dude.
he's got a penthouse, so he's got like a studio apartment that he's got like an add-on to it, and it's all really really nice. It's nothing like that you wouldn't see in a
Probably a
house.
loft with a king size bed and everything is fancy and cool.
It just looks like a high-end apartment. Like the sink is a sink. It's nothing like fancy. The bed is a nice bed, but it's nothing out of blown. There's nice windows. There's nice curtains. It's a wooden floor. The kitchen has a marble floor. There's a really nice big bathtub, but it's nothing that like is exploding out at you. It's just really high-end stuff.
Maybe I should rethink my job opportunities and instead of doing what I do, I should work as a car dealer thing.
Oh, I have no doubt you'd be good at it. I could teach you quite a bit.
Yeah, but there are people there. I don't think I'm a people's person.
And you proceed to start playing video games and getting high. It's actually a rather enjoyable night.
Oh boy. So how good is that weed anyway?
This is stuff that you can't get on the market.
Yeah, but it's better than Dahlia's?
I'll say it's about even.
So yeah, where are you getting your stuff?
Oh, I know someone.
Well, I know someone too. I know many someones. But this is a bit different.
He just kind of looks at you very innocently.
You know what? Fine, keep your secrets. Or why don't we bet on it?
Fine. What would you like to bet? I love betting
Well,
games.
if I beat you in the game, you will tell me where you get the stuff.
And if I win,
If you win, I don't know. You tell me.
well then. If I win, you tell me something that you would never tell anyone else.
Mm,
Simple. I tell you a piece of personal information, you tell me a piece of personal information.
I don't know that much about myself.
Oh, I think you know more than you let on. Cleo.
I think you know more about me than you let on.
Of course I do. Maybe I'll change the deal a bit. How about if you win, I have to tell you who my supplier is. If I win,
Mhm.
I'll tell you something about you that you don't think you know.
Ah, that wouldn't motivate me to win.
How about I don't want to sound like a barbarian, but how about well, out
She
of
tilts
character.
her head.
Out of character. I'm trying to think of how to say this without like blatantly being offensive. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it out of character. He basically says, "I will show you kinky things." It's like I'll show you a good time, so to speak, is what he's saying.
And how do you know that I don't have things to show you?
Well, then maybe we should change the deal to what we can show each other, because then it's a win-win. If I lose, I win. If you lose, you win. There's no way we can lose at that point, and that is the perfect deal to me.
No, I completely changed the game. Here's how things will work. Okay, you can tell me something, I can show you something, but then you'll tell me what I don't know.
Driving a hard bargain.
And no, I'm not. I
All
mean,
right,
you've been eyeing me all night. Don't you dare deny that.
all right. Do we have a deal then?
Oh, shut up. I just gotta go and kiss him.
We will kiss you back.
Fucking deals with everything.
Let go ahead and roll a trying to think what a video game roll would be. Okay, roll me
Oh,
two
they're not
rolls.
playing the video game anymore.
Oh well, isn't that the win-win, or what was the contest? Like, what was the game?
Let's show me something, I'll show you something, and then you'll tell me something.
Oh, I see. So it was literally there was no actual competition involved. It was just I'll do
No.
this. Okay, I see. So yeah, we'll fade to black, obviously, but Cleo will learn some things. So, with that, on that bombshell, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another day in Orlando Ascended. Y'all have a good